Build the dream in FIFA 20, pay less and get more, and use the code TVM at checkout for a bigger discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the road to glory. Well, a bit of a contrast of my weekend so far, right? I have been playing some of the best FIFA I think I've ever played, ever. And I am thoroughly enjoying the game. I'm actually enjoying Weekend League as well, which is unbelievable. And yeah, I've done really well. The last two games I've played, though, unfortunately, I've just come off stream and just decided to start doing the Road to Glory straight away. The last two games I played were very difficult to take. I won't lie to you. I lost them both. The first one was a bit of a 50-50 where it could have gone either way. You know, he was a very good player. He was reading everything I was doing. I didn't create enough. It was my own fault. And he beat me. I think he beat me 2-0, I think. It might have gone 3-0 in the... I think it was 2-0. You'll see the gameplay in this video, I'm sure. But either way, it was definitely one of those could have gone either way situations. I think my desk is in the... Yep, I just need to cover that up. And I haven't done it, so try and ignore that if you can. I have drawn your eyes to it now. You're not going to be able to look away. But either way, that one wasn't that difficult to take. It was a defeat that I didn't want, obviously, when do you ever want a defeat? But the last defeat I took, that has triggered me to the point where I've stopped streaming nearly an hour ago, and I am still like, oh, I just want to punch that guy in the face. He was playing one drop back, which was only a little bit of the problem. It just added salt to the injury. The goal he scored was the biggest pile of aids I've ever conceded. It was literally 3 rebounds. I said it. You can go watch the stream if you want. And I'm not complaining about one other defeat that I've taken this weekend so far. For those, spoiler alert, if you don't want to know what the record is until we get to the end of the clips, I'm actually 12-5 right now. I was 12-3 before the last 2 games, obviously. The one defeat I took, 12-4, it was deserved. And all of the other 3 defeats that I've taken this weekend, they were against very good players. I didn't create enough. I made mistakes here or there. And they've all deserved to beat me. Hands down, they were better than I was. Like I said, that game 50-50, he did deserve to win. But it could have gone either way if I'd, on another day sort of thing. The last game, though, the gameplay right from the beginning, and I said it, as soon as I take kickoff, you can feel whether it's going to be a good game or a bad game. You know straight away. That game was horrendous from the get-go. It was shockingly bad. My players were taking about a week to turn around. The game finished 1-0, and he got the luckiest goal, like I said, I've ever conceded. It was just rebound, and it all stemmed from Kante winning the ball back, standing still, like he just wouldn't touch it. I was pressing buttons, I was moving, he just stood there. He'd won it back, and he stood there. He took it off me. He shot 2 or 3 times, he missed, save, bounce back, then he scored. And then from there on, it was literally, I was all over him. I absolutely battered him. And it was horrendous because I couldn't keep the ball properly. I kept having to go backwards just to make sure that I retained possession because I couldn't play the nice quick FIFA that I've been playing up until this point. And he managed to just... He clung on. I mean, he was one drop back and I just couldn't score. I came close quite a few times. I think I had like 10, 12 shots on target the entire game. 60 plus % possession. And it just wasn't my day. And that was the hardest one to take because had gameplay been decent, I think I might have edged it, even with one drop back, because I don't normally suffer against it because you can pick them apart. If people won't play one drop back, generally speaking, they're just trash. So that was really irritating. So, I've asked you guys to sort of leave your thoughts on the whole icon situation in the comments, and a lot of people have been telling me what icons they've been going for. Richard said Carlos and Crespo. That's a nice combination. I played against Crespo a couple of times this weekend, and he does seem like a very good player. One guy relied on him so much. In fact, it might have been the guy that beat me 1-0 at the end. Might have been him. I can't quite remember. But either way, whoever it was relied on him so much, and it carried him. And I think he might have even scored or at least got very close to scoring, but he was a very good player. Crespo himself, I mean. Aaron says it's got to be Stevie G. Jacob says Gerrard is by far the best option for you. Don't bother wasting your time grinding for something you don't want. We all support you no matter what. Possibly debatable. Right, he's got that in brackets. Is brackets the right... Kromvachai, whatever that is in English. Anyway, so... Yeah, Gerrard, I mean, general consensus is Gerrard is a little bit boring, but he is one of the best players there, and I'm a Liverpool fan, so just makes sense to go for him. Top comment is from Charlie, and he says, honestly, TVM, I think you should just do what you want, just like the rest of us. For example, I'm getting Pirlo, and every YouTuber says he's terrible. I actually really like him, and one of the reasons, and I don't often bow to peer pressure, and I don't really care what people think, but one of the reasons why I don't want to go for Andrea Pirlo is because I think everyone in the comments and anyone else watching and looking will go, what are you doing, wasting your tokens on Pirlo? I think he'll be absolutely fantastic. He doesn't quite have... I think he lacks a little bit of the pace, and there's a few other things here. I think stamina could be a bit of an issue for him. But honestly, I like him. I think he's a very, very good player. And I would like to do it, but I can't bring myself to do it. Because you're part Italian and enjoyed watching him in the last... Because I'm part Italian and enjoyed watching him in the past. Don't you want Gerrard... Don't you want to get Gerrard outside the box and shoot screaming his name while it flies into the top corner? Keep up the good work. Really enjoying your content. I can't read. I apologise. He didn't make one mistake in terms of spelling. I just couldn't read. I did it last year, didn't I? That's the only thing stopping me, or the only thing that I'm questioning is because I got Gerrard last year, and we had him quite early on because we packed Ronaldo. We got Gerrard, we got Lippmann, and ironically, they were the two players that I set out to get in the entire series, and I did it within the first few weeks or months. I just don't want to replicate the road to glory. I don't want to say, right, well, what we did last year, we're doing it again. We're just going to do the same. Like, I want to be a little bit different. But at the same time, it is a different game. It does play much differently. I feel like Gerrard would be far better in this game than he ever was in 19. Because 19, let's be honest, 19 wasn't a game, was it? It was just a crossing simulator. But Ponyboy says, has to be Carlos or Nesta all day long. All the other options use too many tokens. And Carlos, for me, I think would be... It wouldn't be bad, but he'd be wasted a little bit, I think. You know, I've got Digne, and Digne, it obviously gives a nice link to Kante, which really helps as well. But I like Digne. I think he's solid. I think Carlos probably would be a better player. And obviously being an icon, it would really help link in a lot of the... anyone that you really wanted to use with him if I ever wanted to change from Lucas Hernandez, Kante, Digne. But I'm all right with it. So I just feel like he'd be a bit of a waste. Nesta, again, right? I would like Nesta, and no doubt in my mind, Nesta is better than Akanji. I wouldn't want to change Lucas Hernandez, but again, Nesta would give a nice link to Kante. And I'll have another very quick look at it in just a second. But I think what I need to do is I need to upgrade my Nainggolan situation, or I need to upgrade my Visa situation. Those are the only two positions in the entire team that I feel that are suffering. I was obviously streaming my games, and people were coming in and going, when are you going to get rid of Visa? You know, why? I like your team, but why Visa? Or I like your team, but why Nainggolan? Why not Alan? Nainggolan, I don't know if you've seen it yet, actually scored a banger for me. I think he won me the game. I was 2-2 with this guy, and he just came out of nowhere and scored an absolute monster. What a goal it was. Alan would not have been able to do it. There's no way Alan would have scored that goal. Nainggolan just slapped it and it went top corner. That would have been Gerrard, by the way. So I do want to upgrade Nainggolan and I do want to upgrade Visa, but I don't know who to upgrade them to. So thinking about getting an icon to fit that type of thing. And another player that I'm actually thinking might need to be upgraded sooner rather than later is Alessane Pla. That guy has annoyed me a lot this weekend. He keeps popping up with goals. There's no denying he's a prolific goal scorer, but the problem with him is he passes like he's Messi. He just thinks he can backheel everything, little flicks and what. No, you can't. Your passing is awful, and he needs it's so many situations I've played it into his feet, and all I want him to do is give a little round the corner. He's facing the right way. I just need him to use the inside of his right foot to bend it round the corner. So it's so simple. Anyone can do it. He just needs to put his foot at an angle. The ball will hit his foot and go where it needs to go. He doesn't even need to move his foot. But what he does as he spins round and he goes, ah, and he back heels it. I was like, what are you doing? And time again, I lose the ball. That guy, he actually cost me a goal from doing it once, and this weekend. It might have been in one of the last 2 games. It wasn't in the last game, but it might have been in the other one. And I've never wanted to discard a card more than I have for that one mistake. So, yeah, there are a couple of players in the team that I'm thinking we need to upgrade. So an icon to replace one of those makes sense. That's why Carlos isn't really entering my mind. That's why Nesta doesn't really come into play. You know, I am kind of maybe leaning back towards Ian Wright again. Maybe picking up Schmeichel just because if we ever want to go into different defenders, we can. We got a nice little link there. But, you know, I think what I'm going to do is just forget about it for a little while. Keep collecting the tokens. And then when we have enough to go and get someone we might want, then we'll talk about it more seriously. For right now, though, I think we'll just leave it. In terms of the right back situation, I think what I'm going to do today, right now, is buy Joshua Kimmich. Vice has done well for me, but I think Joshua Kimmich is the next natural step. Haven't bought him yet because I was playing quite well. But now that we've lost 2 on the bounce, I know that it's not a curse. My thought process was, if you switch Vice for Kimmich, and then you go on and start losing games, you are going to blame the fact that you've put Kimmich in there. So now that I've started losing 2, or that I have lost 2, if I switch them, it's not Kimmich's fault, you know. So I think that's what I'm going to do right now. There is, of course, a couple of SBCs that EA have released as well. They're not too difficult to do. I have had a little glance at them, but we're going to go do them right now. Before we get into the SBCs and stuff, though, I do want to just take a little bit of a time out and say thank you very much for the support on the series. Whenever I upload a video, whether it be a Road to Glory or not, I'm genuinely expecting for the video to just almost, what's the word I'm looking for? Just dive, you know, just not do very well. And it's only a matter of time, I know. Much like playing Weekend League, it's only a matter of time before this whole YouTube thing collapses for me. And for whatever reason, you know, viewers just drop off and whatever. So I am very grateful to you guys right here watching this video. You are legends. Thank you very much for the support, as always. With that being said, this is my transfer list. We've obviously sold Dave for 11,500. A few other players in there as well. We can clear those off. There is something here, right, that I'm testing out. And it's annoying that they're across 2 different pages. But these are the 2 that I've specifically gone after. These were in my team, of course, or on my bench. Thuram, the inform, and Boateng. Now, he on the market is selling for around 657k. Thuram is selling for around 20k. Why have I listed them for 27 and 10? I was on Twitter earlier, and I don't know why, I don't know how this happens or why it happens, but on mobile Twitter, it shows you what other people have liked. And someone had liked a I'm French tweet where he basically says he doesn't play the game as much as he used to or whatever, but he's sat on 6 million coins, and he hasn't spent a single penny on FIFA points. And I'm thinking, how the hell have you got that? You must have packed someone massive. And he says, you know, he's packed a handful of players who are worth maybe 50, 60k, maybe 1 or 2 100k players, but nothing significant to warrant the price. And I read his post as to how he's managed to do it. And there's a method in there called Tech Avion, right, which is a French term or method devised by French FIFA players. And essentially, I don't know why it works, and he couldn't explain it either, but obviously he's French, he knows what he's talking about, and he obviously got 6 million coins, he knows it works. What you have to do is get a desirable player between 10 and 30k. So Thuram is an inform, I'm just testing it, but Boateng is a semi-desirable player. You know, he's not quite 10k, but he's there or thereabouts. Plus, I didn't want to have to buy anyone, he's already in my team. So I thought I'd give it a go. Make sure they've got a desirable chem style. So in this sense, Boateng has got a shadow on him. It is the most desirable chem style going. Same with Thuram and the Hunter, right? It's just desirable. It makes sense. Now, what you have to do is make sure that they have the chem style and then apply 99 fitness, 99 contracts. Then list them on the market for around 30 to 35% or whatever you're happy with above what their lowest buy now is. That's how I read it and that's how I understand it. And eventually, it might take one list, it might take 10, it might take 20, it might take 100. Eventually, he will sell. And so far, I've not had any success with it on my Road to Glory account. I've actually go on my other account now on mobile. on the companion app, and I'll see, because I've done it extensively over there. Like, I've got millions of coins over there that I'm not really using for anything. So I've tested it quite extensively over there. I've bought like 10, 15 players, literally bought them all, applied the chem styles. They don't have to be hunters and shadows. They can be semi-desirable. Okay, I don't think anything is sold over there. They can be semi-desirable things like anchors and things like that. So I've bought a Thiago Silva, I've bought a Benzema, Milinkovic Savic, and loads of other things as well. I've actually lost it because I've just clicked list all and now I can't find any of them. But, oh, there we go. So Sancho, Goretzka, Socrates, De Ligt, Milinkovic Savic, as I say, Gabriel Jesus would be a really good one as well, actually, Gabriel Jesus, because I bought him for like 20 something and he's actually up for about 35, 36. What happens is lazy people come along and buy them with that chem style on them, and the fact that they've got 99 fitness and contracts, people will instantly go, that's the one I want. The issue, and obviously I'm trying to sell Werner because he's still worth about 50k. He's actually worth about 40, but again, I've done the 99.99 Tech Avion method and I've just listed him up. But if he doesn't sell for 50, he doesn't sell. In a couple of days after relisting him continuously, I'll put him up for just above his buy now and we'll see if he goes that way. But I'm testing it out, and I think on PC I might struggle because there aren't as many players playing and it might even take longer. So I don't know. We'll see. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's just something I'm testing. So let's have a look at these SBCs, shall we? Dracula's Army and Zombies, which is my favourite genre of movie, by the way. If it is a genre, horror, I guess it would come under. But yeah, I love zombies. Let's see how difficult this is to do. There are 2 brick slots with just locks rather than... Oh, 3, sorry, the goalkeeper as well. Didn't even see that. 8 goal players, and 3 of them need to be rare. Players from the same nation, max 4, and players from the same league, max 6. So this shouldn't be too difficult to do. I always get confused first off. That I don't know what to do. I'm always like, what do I do? What do I need? There aren't any specific requirements beyond just gold players, I don't think. So let's go gold. Let's go low to high. I've been showing you this recently. I don't know why. I don't know if you guys are that bothered or not. I'll use Kappa. I've been stopping using him for the last couple of days, but screw it. We'll just get him in there. Yeah, so if you guys don't want to see me building SBCs and just skipping them completely, yeah, feel free to let me know, and I'm more than happy to do it. But sometimes there's not an awful lot to do. Like today, besides opening the 2 packs, maybe going to buy Joshua Kimmich, I could show you 20, 30 minutes of gameplay if that's what you're into. But I don't know, I think people might get a bit bored of that. Players from the same nation, max 4. Players from the same league, max 6. So I've done my nation. Problem here is, of course, that he's not going to have... I mean, we only need 70 chem. There is no problem, let's be honest. My cat is going to start kicking off now, and she's going to try and rip one of my tiles off the wall. Pavon we don't need, despite the fact that he's first owner, and I'm happy to get rid of it. We've used more rares than maybe we need to, but hey, who cares? We've completed it and we get ourselves a prime mixed players pack. Nothing too great there, but you know, a pack's a pack, right? No brick slots here, which is unfortunate. We need an overall rating of 75. I think we needed an overall of 70 in the last one, but did it say overall 70? But you needed all gold players? And then again, they're brick slots, that makes sense. So players from the same nation, max 4. That's all we really need to worry about here. So my cat's doing it again. So there we go. It didn't actually take me that long to do it, but I put a little cut in there because my cat was playing up and then forgot to come back. But, I mean, that's bang on 75 overall. We've used 4 bronze players in there. We've got the chem. We're well over on chem, which is nice. And there we go. Yeah, I can't really avoid using Izzo and the other Italians back there, but I'm alright with it. Dracula's Army is complete. To be fair, this screen promo has gone from being, you know, kind of like a 50-50 promo where I've kind of enjoyed aspects of it. The James Milner aspect of it I hate because it's far too expensive. Navas is a decent card. I'm not a massive fan of the card design, but I can get over that. Edin Dzeko is available as an objective, which again isn't too bad. I'm alright with that, it's fine. So yeah, I mean, there are definitely aspects of it that I think they could have improved on. I've gone back into squad builder challenges, didn't mean to, but at the same time, we've had some nice daily content, some decent packs, very, very cheap SBCs in general. They've given us 2 players for a start, and they've given us an objective player, which is not something that we had last year until late on. So I can't really complain with it. I'm all right with it. The promo so far has been all right, and they've boosted the screen cards that they've actually released well and permanently, so it's much better than in previous years. Can we get anything decent from either of these packs? Not from this one, but the 25k packs have been kind to me over the last couple of days on both accounts, I might add. I think it's probably going to come to an end today, but bunch of usable-ish stuff there. I'm guessing he's not worth anything. Nope, we can discard him. Kept Gomes because you never know. And premium gold players pack. Let's get ourselves Aguero in this and just call it a day, shall we? We are going to get a board, It's not a walkout, but it is a board. And that is all I can ask for. Ivory Coast, right mid, from Arsenal, it's Pepe. I am blessed. Wow. Woo! That's a great card for so many reasons. A, it's expensive. So expensive. B, he's actually a really good card. And C, well, there is no C because A and B were so great. That's immense. When I saw Ivory Coast, I thought Yaya Toure and then realised it wasn't 1997. But that's a bit too old. I thought it was Zaha, and then it wasn't striker or centre forward or whatever he is, and it was right mid. And I was like, hang on, who the hell is that? Pepe is class. It's a decent chunk of change as well, isn't it? Decent chunk of change. What is it, like 40-something thousand? That's crazy from those little packs. 25k packs, premium gold players packs are the business. I think I'm going to sell him, though, rather than do anything else with him. I do like him. He's a good-looking card. Very good agility, very quick, good stamina. Could argue maybe switch into the Premier League just to get him used, but it would involve far too much switching. I think 43,000 is the cheap one. 42,750 is the cheapest I've seen. So we'll list him up. I don't need to keep him, and for an 83, anyone worth that much money, yeah, 42k. I'm happy to take that. That's banging, for lack of a better word. That's fantastic. Big fan of that. I mean, the pack luck is crazy on this account. It really is. Someone said in my stream earlier, actually, they were like, I'm just waiting for you to pack Ronaldo. And I was there like, yeah, to be honest, so am I. I genuinely am. I don't deserve it, but I am honestly semi-expecting to pack him at some point this year. The pack luck on this account just doesn't want to die. And I can feel it. I really can. I can feel it happening at some point. I want a fresh one. There you go. 22 and a half. Bang. We've just got ourselves a Joshua Kimmich. I have just sold Pepe as well. Joshua Kimmich essentially we got for free, and we've made 20k on top of that with Pepe, or 20. Yeah, thereabouts. So we've just sold him, which is really nice. There he goes, 42,000. Could have tried that Tech Avion method by putting like a desirable chem style on him and then listing him up for like 50k, but just wanted the coins there and then. Job done. What I need to do now, and I'll probably end up doing this off camera because it's painstaking, is to try and buy a shadow chem style. We've hit, by the way, a new level 23. I'm actually nearly at level 24 now. I picked up the Rare Electrum pack from the season progress. I can show you if you really want to. I opened it on stream, and I would have shown you if there was something decent in it, but it was horrendous. Like, I don't even think we got an 80 rated card in there. It was shocking. So it's just a bunch of fodder that we filled the club up with. I'm only 1,000 points off getting the 35k pack. I might actively do that for tomorrow's episode so that we got a 35k pack to open tomorrow. But to be fair, for today's episode, I think we've done all right, We've gone 12 and 5 in Weekend League, which 12 and 3 sounds better. I wish I could have raised the last 2 games that I've played. But, we've gone 12 and 3, 5, and we've just packed Pepe, made money, and bought Kimmich. So, yeah, it's not been a bad day's work, has it? Nice fresh one. High-low work rates. Could cost me. But I do have him on overlap, so we'll see how we get on. If I don't like him, I'll get rid of him. I'll try a bit of Tech Avion. I'll leave the Shadow on him, and we'll try and sell him for like 30, 33 or something. But I mean, his stats are very good, and with a Shadow on him, he'll have the pace. He'll have really good defensive awareness. If I need to tell him to stay back just to get him to work, then I will. But I do really like the look of him. I really think he could be a good player. But that work rate might put me off him. I don't know. What's Dinier's work rate? High medium, I'm guessing. Yeah. See, that's why, because the medium defensive makes him usable. And again, with Vicer, it's high medium. So I don't know. We'll see. Not convinced, but we'll see. That's going to do it for today. Let me know where you are currently in the Weekend League. If you're playing it, maybe you're not playing it. Maybe you decided, you know what, not going to do Weekend League this year. Just going to play some rivals, do some squad battles, and have an ice cream, you know? Let me know down below. If you have enjoyed it, though, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.